Thank you for joining us on this Friday, 24th February. We hold this event every Friday at 12 o'clock. And we spend an hour talking about what SkilledUp Life is, but also giving anyone in the audience a chance to come and have a chat with us. So SkilledUp Life is a two-sided marketplace. On one side, anyone over 18 years could sign up and gain experience that will help them to improve their career prospects. We call this a volunteer term, which is over 3 months. You cannot earn during this time, so we are simply providing experience, and that experience is limited to between 1 to 3 hours per day for 3 months, typically 60 volunteer days. And on the other side, on the other side, we help early stage technology companies, especially those companies who are cash starved, with provision of free talent. So the talent will join them, and then in return, the talent will get experience. The companies will get value because they will be joining to do something, help the company go forward, and companies pay us a small subscription fee. So we now have about roughly between 20 to 30 companies. Sometimes, we do have some churn. And we have about 23,000 individuals who have signed up to us. So our immediate goals are to get this talent pool to 100,000. Mithun is responsible for that. And we also want to get the tech startups to about 1,000. So at that point, I think we could start to help a lot of companies, start to help a lot of individuals. So we are working towards that. With me today is Mithun, who is responsible for acquisition of what we call user acquisition, which is bringing on board the talent. And Chidinma, who is responsible for support and delighting both our volunteers. We call them now SkilledUp Lifers. Gives a sense of belonging, and also our customers. Chidinma, would you mind introducing yourself, please?
Okay. Thank you, Manoj. Hello, everyone. My name is Chidimamba from Nigeria. I currently work with SkilledUp Life. I started as a volunteer last year, July. I volunteered for 3 months, and after the period of 3 months of volunteering, I was offered employment. Actually, what attracted me to SkilledUp Life is the desire to upskill and gain a relevant experience that will help me to get a good job remotely. And it was the best decision I made last year, because it has not just giving me that experience, but also giving me a job. Thank you.
Thank you, Chidinma. Mithun, would you mind introducing yourself, please, and talk about the work you do?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Hi everyone. My name is Mithun, and like Manoj said, I am in charge of acquiring users, and I have been working with SkilledUp Life since 2020. So my task is very simple. It's just to basically build SkilledUp Life. As we have a target of getting to 100,000 users by July of this year. So we started back in 2020 of 2020. That was when we first started out as SkilledUp Life. So since then, we have been acquiring a total of close to 23,000 volunteers by now. And our goal is to get to 100,000 users, and those 100,000 users will help both SkilledUp Life as well as its companies on our platform and help them accomplish projects, build teams, and help them basically to grow the tech companies that have been with us since that time. So, so when we first started out, like Manu said, so it's been kind of a challenge acquiring users. So we have been trying to learn a lot, especially when it comes to social media management and how to build teams and how to manage teams. So right now everything has really taken shape for us. We kind of have an idea on how to do things, especially when it comes to user acquisition. And the cool thing is that we always share the knowledge with the companies, the partners that we have, so which helps them in turn when they want to build their own tech startups. So yeah, I mean, right now I have a team of about 25 members. My goal is to get to about 50 members. So Manoj has also assigned me the task of building partnerships, because we're going to need the help of educational partners in order to build SkilledUp Life. And we have been pursuing partnerships across Africa and Asia. And currently I'm working on building more partnerships. And, like I said, the goal is to get to 100,000 members. And we want to help those volunteers as well as the tech companies on SkilledUp Life achieve their goals. Thank you, Manoj.
Thank you, Mithun. Godwin, feel free to join. I don't know whether you're busy with other things. So in the audience, we have a few others from SkilledUp Life. We also got Vishma, who was with SkilledUp Life, but she actually worked for D-Light at the moment. She can't join us. She's in a busy place today. But we are really here to respond to anyone. If anyone got any questions, please join in, raise your hand. We can let you in. So, we've been operating SkilledUp Life. This is, we started our journey in August 2020. So we are in our third year. We are learning all the time. We haven't got, we still got, there are significant areas for improvement. But as we develop the business side of SkilledUp Life, we are learning about how to improve engagement between the companies and volunteers or SkilledUp Lifers. So there's a lot to do, and as Mithun mentioned, we are trying to build a very large team. Our team is getting closer to 100 now. When I started, it was just me, and then Mithun joined. There was two of us, but now we have about something like 80. We'll be getting to about 100 very quickly. So if you're in the audience and you want to get some amazing experience, these are real stuff. It's not like you are doing a training course or anything like that. This is actually doing things. What you have learned. We're giving you a chance to practice. And the commitment required is between 1 to 3 hours per day for 3 months. So it's not a lot of asking, but the value you can get is quite significant. And what we think is that with that experience, you will be able to go out and get a better job or think about changing your career to something that you always want to do. All those are good outcomes coming out of engaging with SkilledUp Life and its customers. If you are thinking of building a tech company, we are here to help you as well. So, please raise your hand and join for a chat. That's what we are here for. So Mithun, you talk about getting up to about 50. How are you going to structure your team?
Good question, Manoj. So right now, my team is about 25, like I mentioned. So 20 of those members are going to be focused on LinkedIn. So as everyone knows, LinkedIn is the top platform for that is focused on career. So it's a very, very specialized social media platform. So that's why it's going to really help Skilled Up Life, because we're focused on career when it comes to volunteers. We want to help them build their careers. So LinkedIn is really important for us as a social media platform. But I'm going to also add another team to work on other social media platforms such as Facebook and Instagram, perhaps others. So right now, Godwin also has a team for managing other social media, but I want to make my team have a very focused approach to target user acquisition, because I want to completely like focus my attention on bringing in users rather than just brand building. So that's one thing I'm going to look at. Because I remember back in the day we used to do some posts on career karma as well, so that got that sparked some interest on there as well, but it wasn't as effective. So that's something we can go back to. That's something we can work on. And LinkedIn will be the main one, and then social media, other social media. So that's two. And then I also want a team for partnerships. So I'm just going to post that I'm actually working on that opportunity right now. So I'm going to call it the outreach and partnerships role. So that role would be based on building and maintaining relationships with the partners that we have, and we have to constantly organize events and keep a good relationship with those partners, so we can strategically bring in more users from those educational partners that we have at the moment. So that's one thing. And then what else? I think that's pretty much it. And then there will be other supportive roles from time to time that I will be adding based on the needs at that time. So I think those are the main focus areas for me, for my team. But more than the number of, the reason why I want to build, improve my, the team size, the reason I want to up it from 25 to 50 is totally big to improve the user acquisition numbers rather than just for the sake of, make it 50. So yeah. Thanks, Manoj.
I think we got Austin in the audience. Austin, feel free to join. You Bookie's husband. I don't know. I can't remember. Because you seem to have a.
Manoj, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Oh, you can't hear me. I wonder why. Okay.
No, I think we're having issues. Chidinma, can you hear me? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Is something wrong on Manoj's end? I think he's having trouble hearing me. All right, I think we can continue the conversation until he joins. So, Chidinma, do you want to tell us a little bit about the support task that we have right now? I think you've been adding some Asian team members, and do you want to talk a little bit about that? What is it like to diversifying the support team?
Hello.
Because we have.
Hello.
Oh, sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's Manoj. We can
Okay.
hear you.
All right. So I think there's a tendency on LinkedIn to change the audio settings. So I had default, and it suddenly realized it's not. The built-in microphone isn't the default. I don't know. I need to remember that. Sorry. Continue with the chat.
Oh, sorry. Manoj, I was just asking Chidinma a question.
Yeah.
So the question I was asking her was that what it feels like to have, team members from other countries, because when we first started out, the support team only had the Africans mainly. So right now we have Indonesians joining us, and maybe Filipinos have applied for it. So I just wanted her to talk a little bit about what it's like to, have a very, very diverse team and, work with people from all around the world.
Okay. Thank you, Missing, for that question. Currently, SkilledUp Life is expanding to Asia, and we have quite a number of volunteers from Philippines, Indonesia joining us, and it's it's getting I kind of, it's making the whole thing a lot more interesting because it makes support easier, because we're actually targeting a 24-hour coverage. So we want to take kind of advantage of the different time zones, bring in people from different regions of the world to ensure that you get support anytime you log into SkilledUp Life website. And getting to work with people from different regions is quite an interesting experience. You get to know how other people, their attitude to work, and get to learn a lot from other people. So I think it's a very great idea, getting to work with people from different regions of the world. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Chidima.
Yeah. So I think we got Austin in the audience. Austin, do you want to join? I think you are Buki's husband, if I'm not wrong. Would be lovely to have a chat, because I saw on your profile you're doing something in Scotland, Black Professional Scotland. I don't know whether you are based in Scotland or in Nigeria, but feel free to come and join, and we can have a bit of a chat as well. Okay, yeah. Hi, Austin. Do you want to introduce yourself and tell us what you have in mind, please?
Hi, Manoj.
Hi, how are you?
Good afternoon.
Good.
How are you?
I'm very well. So what are you working on these days?
Sorry, I didn't expect this. Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, so I am currently in Nigeria, but I work for a Scottish organization. Basically, what we do is we're trying to play our parts in the diversity, inclusion, efforts in Scotland, because there are a lot of first generation immigrants that are moving to Scotland. And Scotland is so unique because many of the immigrants are first generation immigrants. And so the task is very uphill to sort of, create an environment where everybody is accepted, both professionally and in every other aspect. And so I'm part of the programs unit. We do a lot of activity in terms of awareness activity. We also organize internships, opportunities for immigrants, not just Black immigrants, or other parts, but our main focus is Black immigrants in Scotland. Thank you.
Okay, so you also volunteered for a number of companies. I presume that has come to an end. What was your experience like?
Big thanks to SkilledUp for providing that opportunity, because I'm about to get a job in recruitment, mainly because of my experience working as a volunteer for tech startups, and all thanks to SkilledUp. So I did HR strategy, talent acquisition for 2 companies, one based in the UK, one based in France. And it was a really, really great experience. The fact that as you go through that journey, you learn a lot of things, you meet a lot of people, and it's makes you appreciate the opportunity. And I really, really thank SkilledUp for that fantastic opportunity.
Oh, that's marvelous news. I'm sure we'll see on LinkedIn when you actually announce it. But is it with one of those two companies you volunteered for, or somebody outside?
Oh, it's somebody outside.
Okay.
I'm funny enough. I still volunteer for one of the companies. I think this month will make it my 10th month.
Wow. Okay.
Volunteering for the company, and I'm happy because the progress has been amazing. Not just for me, but for the company itself. The fact that they can bring people from all over the world and bring them together to work is amazing, and that's really a testament to the idea that is SkilledUp. It's not just an opportunity for you to showcase what you have or showcase your talents. It's an opportunity for you to make the world more global. The more you make the world more global, the better for everybody, because I wouldn't have even known what somebody from Vietnam is like, or somebody from Turkey, if SkilledUp didn't provide that opportunity. And so, yeah. But the recruitment job I'm about to get is actually outside of that fold.
Yeah, I mean, thank you so much for sharing that. Your experience, and to be frank, when I started the SkilledUp Life, I don't think I knew anyone from Nigeria. And Godwin in the audience has been, he joined us early and he volunteered for us for well over a year. And he didn't come to us to gain experience. He came to us because he thought it was a good initiative and he wanted to support. So as soon as we could afford, we got him on in our team. So he's now responsible for building everything that we do in Africa. He's head of Africa for us, but he also runs the marketing for us as well. So I mean, it's amazing to hear that how useful the your time with SkilledUp Life companies has been. What I've been thinking now is that we do have a problem where we lose customers, we have churn, and we have three types of customers. We have customers who, our customers are tiny tech companies. Sometimes they're not even tech companies, they are at an idea stage. We lose quite a number of them because they don't know how to build teams, they don't know how to build a company, they are impatient. And then we have the second type where they are heavily engaging with us. So Chidinma's team is actively involved in helping the companies, but we can help so much. We can only help if the companies is willing to accept our help. So the second group we have is really about those engaging companies, and they are the ones that I believe get most value. But we are now have a request from group 3, which is that they want us to actually in fact manage the team for them. So we are looking into that, and I've been sort of thinking further. So our proposition now is that join SkilledUp Life, gain the experience, take that experience and find a job or change your job. We don't get involved in provision of jobs, but our wish is that as the companies grow, the companies that get value from SkilledUp Lifers, as they grow, they will come back and take on some of those people who help them free. I'm now looking at, could we actually extend this further as we grow, probably next year, not this year, where if we end up running some sort of an outsourced type model. So it could be that a person volunteer for us, SkilledUp Life itself, for a one term. That would be 3 months. And if that person is committed and deliver real value for us, then we could get into a point of recommending them for another volunteer term with a customer, and then look at saying, okay, that worked out well for the customer, and could we now look at discussing with customers, could we actually look at that customer in fact recruiting that person as paid talent. We're not there. I mean, this is something I'm sort of thinking ahead. I mean, what do you think? Do you think that might be a quite appealing update from what we are doing?
Yes. I think that because I know that the idea behind SkilledUp is to provide companies or startups, especially with talent, so that both talent and company can actually benefit from each other while the company grows. The talent gains relevant experience. What I would say is that I think one of the ways you can take it further is perhaps create a sort of like a feedback system, especially with the volunteers that have been sort of engaged with some of these companies. What we do is in some of what we do in Black Professional Scotland is that when a company agrees to take on maybe 3 or 4 of our members, we run through that program. Sometimes it could take them for internship positions, maybe for like 6 weeks, sometimes 3 months, sometimes 12 months. So what we do is we keep tabs on that situation till the end, and then we get relevant, useful feedbacks that will help us in sort of improving our system. So if you get feedback from companies that about the volunteers that have SkilledUp Life volunteers that have worked with them, you could have some sort of a list of volunteers, tested and trusted volunteers that could actually that can be employed by some of these companies if they really want to go further in the engagement. That okay, you can have a list of volunteers who have worked and who have performed very well per the feedback that you've gotten from the company. You can say, oh yes, we trust these people to do right by you, and that way, of course, you have to also you also have to let both parties know that you're not responsible for anything that will happen. But most times than not, you will see that what you've done is develop a brilliant relationship, a very, very mutually beneficial relationship that may go ahead and become something great. So at that level, SkilledUp can what SkilledUp can do is charge a fee to maybe vet some CVs. You take a pool of CVs from that volunteer pool that have been certified amazing, that their feedback have been positive. Then you create a company can ask for 3 CVs, 3 of the best CVs in this area, and say, okay, we'll help you vet them out. We will help you interview them, give them necessary preparation. But by the time they are joining you, they know what to expect and they know what to do. So at that point, I think people can maybe put a fee on that process. This not only helps SkilledUp make some money, it also helps SkilledUp remain in the game, and SkilledUp becomes a very trustworthy brand that can give people the type of talent that they need. And also, I also say that I also say hello to Godwin. I worked with Godwin closely, and I believe that he's one of the best brains out there. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Austin, for your thoughts and suggestions. We'll take that on board. Yes, so I think what we are doing is we are developing this type of model very, very slowly, because I think we definitely want to be better at what we do, which is connecting start up with those who want to gain experience. So we will develop that. Thank you. Joe, you are in the audience. Would you like to raise your hand and join? Joe used to be a part of Tech Surveys. I think Joe had idea about similar proposition to ChatGPT, but obviously ChatGPT is out there. Joe, do you want to join, mate? Just raise your hand. I don't know whether this is the first time you've been on LinkedIn audio session, but if you raise your hand, I can let you in. Otherwise, there's no way for me to force you to join in. Okay. In the meantime, we have few others that Adigoke, Emeka. Would you like to join in? You've been listening, and also we got some teammates from SkilledUp Life as well, Alfira and Sada too. Feel free to join, and let's have a chat. Make this two-way rather than us just talking about things. Right, Joe. Joe has a son who's a super brilliant, intelligent kid. I think, Joe, do you want to talk about what you want to do, or oh, I am at the talks. Okay. Do you know? Are you able to speak? Hi, Joe.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes.
Okay, jolly good. I may have to stop very, very quickly. So sorry. Specifically, what was the question?
Well, I think you got a new idea, and you want to build a new tech company, but with your son. So I don't know whether you want to sort of share that and the
So it's not dissimilar to something like Trello, although it's much less flexible. So there's a real narrative behind it. I think it's relatively straightforward to build, and it's something in principle. It's conceptual, a concept that I built for myself in order to manage my own productivity. So what we're doing is digitizing that concept. And we're looking to build it in using Bootstrap, because that's pretty straightforward, and JavaScript. So that's pretty much it. Whether or not we use React is up for debate. My son wants to use it, and at the moment I'm suggesting that we don't need it. But this is really early days, and we've come up with a visual description and initial feature set. So at this moment in time, it's really early days, but it should be, pretty straightforward to get an MVP up fairly quickly.
And your co-founder is only 12 years old, right?
He's 12, yeah. He can, he is a very smart cookie. He can do the Rubik's Cube in less than nine seconds.
Yes, but so he can actually write code, isn't it?
Yeah. No, he's the coder. So I'm not. I like to think I can code, but I not. JavaScript's not a code, believe it or not, that I would use. And to be honest, my talents are probably best focused on the business development.
Yeah,
and the management. So I'll leave him and some others. We're going to have to bring in other people, as I did with Scriverto, to in order to complete the technology as and when required.
Yeah. So we now have 23,000 individuals on SkilledUp Life. So plenty of talent when you are ready to join.
Cool.
We got a lot more knowledge about how best to help tech companies, especially those in the early stages. I think you're probably aware of this. So our position in this year is that TechSurvey provides the know-how of how to build a tech company, and SkilledUp Life provides the free talent pool. And just like before you join, Austin was talking about it. He's helped two companies. And that has also helped him to do a career transition. So that's amazing to hear. Thank you very much for joining. You know, feel free to speak more. I know you are at doctors, but I don't know how much you can discuss or whether you got any questions.
Yeah, definitely interested to make use of what Accelerate can offer. Again, I mean, this will be the second time round for me, so pretty keen.
Yeah.
We're just getting a bit of momentum together now. Yeah. So yeah, need to build on that. Definitely very interested to go down that road. With my son being 12, that there's only a limited amount, obviously, that he can contribute.
Yes.
So it will probably work quite well to come up with some kind of mixed approach, which makes use of multiple talents at the same time.
So when I entered, when I tried to build my first tech startup, I think I was 36. Your son is 12, and it's just amazing, isn't it? How the world has changed. Yeah. So that's going to be a good story to keep tab of.
Well, being my strengths actually are in business development and marketing. That's where I've spent 25 years in marketing and business development of technical products, albeit hardware rather than software. So that's great PR, right?
Yes.
The fact that he's 12,
yes.
I can immediately see that being a really good vehicle.
Yes.
For getting awareness. There's only three in my book. There's only three parts of marketing. Everything else comes under these three. One is awareness, one is credibility, and one is lead generation. Those are the only three for me topics that exist in marketing. Everything else, and there is an awful lot, agreed, comes under those three headings. Everything else is to achieve those three things. And yeah, having a 12-year-old founder is great for leveraging to establish a high level of awareness.
So please join. Godwin just rejoined. Godwin is our head of marketing. I don't know, Godwin, what do you think about what Joe was saying? Quite a concise way to put it, but yeah, I mean, I can take it. Your son going to be a superstar, right?
Well, yeah, hopefully. Hopefully I can retire soon.
Godwin, do you want to introduce yourself? Then I'll come back to Damilola. Thanks.
Hi, Manoj.
Hi.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's great to be here yet again today. Thank you, Austin. Thank you for the kind words. Glad to be here. I think, generally speaking, what we're building at SkilledUp Life is great by all standards. We are, I think, our greatest customer, and every company who can favorably use their product eventually validates the idea that anybody can use it as well. We've built teams. We're building corporate teams. We're going into new regions, building functional areas, content marketing, HR support. We're doing all of those kind of things in our own way. We are learning, improving the process. Doing all of these things, utilizing our own systems. That's huge validation for what we are doing at SkilledUp Lab. And I think learning from that process will readily give us the edge, to do more, help more companies as well, and of course expand. I think that's something that will be happening sooner than later. So that's my thought for now, Manoj.
Okay. Thank you. Damilola, would you like to introduce yourself and share what's in your mind, please?
Okay. Hello everyone.
Hi.
My name is Daniela. I'm from Nigeria, and also a beginner in software engineering. So I just want to ask a few questions. In the experiences we'll be taking during the volunteer, I want to ask, is it beginner friendly or not?
Godwin, do you wanna address this? He's asking whether it's just for beginners or.
Yeah, sure. So our proposition here is that just about anyone 18 years and above can come to Skilled Up Life, utilizing that vehicle to gain experience and to become better for themselves. So certainly, depending on the role and the requirements of that role, it's certainly we could generally say it's user beginner friendly. We have a lot of people on our teams, the various teams at Skilled Up Life, that of course are composed of beginners, total newbies, and they're doing great. So I suppose it should be the same case. And of course, we get a lot of feedback anyway, so we know that is the case with our customers as well.
So I just look at your LinkedIn profile.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Also, I want to ask the in the I read saw one of your write-up that says the volunteer no payments and no promise of long-term employment opportunity, right? Am I right? Am I correct?
Yes. That's part of our proposition. What we're ideally doing is trying to remove that limitation where payments or remunerations spring. Typically, an organization may not want to bring you on because they know that they have to pay you. Most of these early stage technology companies are not in a position to really pay because they are not financially stable at the time. So what Skilled Up Life is doing is removing that barrier and making it quite open for both sides to explore without that limitation.
No. Okay, all right. Thank you. That's just all. That's all I have to say for now.
Okay,
And I'm so grateful for the opportunity Skill of Life has given. I'm very happy to be part of it. Thank you.
so do you actually?
All right, thank you, Adikoke.
Hello. Oh, I can't mind. Oh dear.
Manoj, are you there?
Hi. Can you hear me now? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. So I think there's a bug in LinkedIn which keeps dropping me out, and I had to sometimes change the audio settings for some reason. Yes. So I was just want to check, Damilola, do you actually have a Skilled Up Life profile now?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So I think one of the issues with, especially if you are looking for, let's say, gaining Node.js experience, one of the problems might be that sometimes early stage tech companies who are our customers do not necessarily have a senior engineer in their team. So that, especially with software engineering, you need some guidance. So they might not necessarily be in a position to provide you with guidance, and they probably expect you to learn and or learn on the job in this respect while volunteering.
Okay, all right.
But we do need, we are here to provide that experience. So I mean, have you built anything using Node.js? Is that your focus?
Yes, that's my focus. I'm not built anything with it right now.
Okay.
But I'm still training on it.
Okay. So while you are training, did you and does that include projects? Building things, or is that too early?
Okay, I'm not start building any project
Okay.
yet. So I'm still looking at the JavaScript and also TypeScript.
So you are just at the learning stage, not yet written any code.
Yes.
Okay. So it might be that stay with SkilledUp Life, but as soon as you are able to create something of your own and demonstrate you could actually write a software program, I think that might be the time that companies will be interested in. Because they can't teach you how to build anything, right? They are there to to get their own products built. But let's see how we might be able to help.
Okay.
Thank you. We got 9 minutes left. Would anyone like to join us and introduce themselves and speak about what they have in mind? Emeke, you have been here for a while. Would you like to join? Okay. Right. So, Godwin, what's happening in your world? I know Nigeria is going through election process period, and also you have some currency issues. But in terms of team building, how's it going? I don't know whether you can hear me. Hello? Ooh. Can anybody hear me? Hello?
Yes, Manoj, we can hear you.
Okay, so I had to refresh the screen. I don't know whether was the conversation flowing because my screen got stuck, the LinkedIn part. Hello?
Well, I think we could hear you from time to time, Manoj. I think you had trouble hearing us.
Yes.
That's what I felt.
Okay. So I think next time I need to warn people saying that if you don't hear me, then continue the conversation. Okay, so we have about 6 minutes. Would anyone in the audience like to join? We have Odion and Emeka. There you go. I'm trying to let you in, Odion, and okay, please introduce yourself.
My name is Odion. Thank you for this platform. I'm very grateful, Mr. Host, Manoj. Actually, I'm a software developer. Actually, basically, I'm working on AngularJS, Node.js. I can actually build something. I have experience in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, a bit JavaScript, and also PHP. But basically, I want to focus on Node.js, AngularJS, and Vue.js for now, sir. I would love to join you guys.
Okay, so do you have a SkilledUp Life profile?
I didn't get you. You say?
Do you already have a profile on SkilledUp Life?
No, I
Okay.
actually applied. I applied like day before yesterday. I applied for it, but I think I've not been given the full profile yet, sir.
No, but did you sign up and create a profile?
Okay, I'm here to create a profile.
Okay.
After this meeting, I'm going ahead to create a profile.
Okay, so when you create a profile, make sure your profile is as complete as it could be. So,
Okay.
So our product is still the first version. So if you use a computer, it's much easier than using a mobile phone. But
Yeah,
it's okay.
I
So
have a computer. I have
okay.
a computer.
Because I know some people just operate using a mobile phone. So on the option 2 and 3 on the left sidebar,
Okay.
they are, the first one is about the both those areas has to be complete, and also there's an opportunity to embed a video. Now, if you do a quick video and say, this is where you are, this is where you want to get to, then it's much easier for somebody reviewing your profile to understand how you might be able to help that company.
Okay.
So please take time, because we have a lot of people just creating an account and expect magic. The magic won't happen. So you have to put some effort in. So we also have so SkilledUp Life itself is built on WordPress. So we are not using any technology at the moment, but we do have an app in the past developed by a volunteer, but he didn't know how to deploy it. So we have been sitting on that code base, and at some point we want to look at saying, okay, can we do something with this? And this is talking about ourselves, but we do have other customers who are looking for developers. So you might be able to get something in, but first thing is complete the profile. Then we have a chat function on the bottom right. It's not a bot, it's actually people behind that, and those people are part of Chidinma's group. So Chidinma is our head of support. So once you finish everything, take a look at the opportunities, and if you don't find anything interesting, talk to her, and then she will be able to help you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'll work on that, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, we have Emeka. Would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
The host and every other person who has spoken. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I know the theme of the talk is build your tech startup. Unfortunately, I'm not building a tech startup, but I'm trying to see how I can transition into the tech industry. I have a civil engineering background and recently delved into Scrum. So at the present, I'm a certified Scrum Master. I've been actively looking for a volunteer opportunity because I just don't want to rely on the certification. I want to see where I can get active practice in that skill to develop it to a reasonable extent that whenever I get to work with someone, I'm sure that I'll be bringing a lot of value to the table for them. So I wanted to find out if Skilled Life is doing anything or has any opportunities for beginner Scrum Masters who are looking for active experience in this role.
Chidima, do you want to sort of speak? Because I've done most of the speaking and you haven't for a while.
Okay. Emeka, you need to sign up. We have a opportunity on the Scrum Master. So when you sign up, you will also have access to other opportunities that you may be interested in. But I'm sure we have an opportunity on the Scrum Master. Thank you.
Sorry, at the moment, because sometime last week I saw one role. I think I applied for it. The company is a firm, is into farm produce or so. I don't know if that's the one you're speaking about.
Okay. Have you signed up yet?
No. I think right after this call, I'll go and do that. I need to create a profile with you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just to say something, we are still at a very early stage, and as we bring on more tech companies, the opportunities will increase. So if you don't see what you want right now, don't be too upset. Yeah. Tell Chidima's team what you need as well. Then we can try to find those companies, and sometimes we can talk to companies and get them to think about an create a particular opportunity as well.
Daddy. Okay, that's lovely. Thank you so much.
Okay, so
I'll go create a profile on it.
Okay, thank you. So we come to an end. Thank you so much. I'm sorry about some technical issues we had, and hopefully some of you will rejoin on next Friday to continue discussions. And I wish you a great weekend. Take care and see you next week.
Thank you, Manoj. Bye.
Bye.